Hi, grade 9. After we have finished the grammar and vocabulary of module 7, today it's time to study how to write a book review. First of all, let's go to the student book page 74 and let's have a look here in the first question. Do you enjoy reading? Why and why not? What is the best book that you have read recently? What is it about? First of all, I will reply to this question. While some people consider reading right now an old-fashioned habit, I still love reading because simply you can get involved in the book and use your imagination to draw images of the characters and how they look like. Plus, you can read a book anywhere, so it's a great way to fill in a spare time, especially on a train, on a bus, or even on your sofa and spend an interesting evening. From my point of view, it's better than watching TV. What about you? Now, let's have a look here to exercise B. Read the review of the novel that carried the title of What About Cimarron? Is this book you would be interested reading? Why and why not? First of all, let's have a look here on this book review. It's consisted of 4 paragraphs. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, before we practice reading this book review, which we will take as an example, I will give you some words meaning in order to understand it. First of all, ash, the gray powder that remains when something gets burned. Example, the detective examined the ash he found in the fireplace, and while looking at it more closely, he discovered some small pieces of burned paper. Second one, autobiography, a book about your life that you write yourself. If you write it yourself, it's autobiography. If you write about someone's life, it's biography. In his autobiography, he talks about his early life in Egypt. Brisk, yes, fast and energetic. A brisk walk can help you burn lots of calories. Contemporary, yes, modern and relevant to recent trends or present time. Galleries and museums house everything from rare and ancient exhibits to the latest in contemporary art. Look at this phrase. Enough is enough. This phrase used to show that you cannot stand or take something anymore and want it to stop. Enough is enough, said George, and he left the room quite upset. Eruption. Of course, this is the act of a volcano shooting rock and ash out through its middle and into the air with fire and lava. We managed to leave the island before the eruption of the volcano. Flee. Yes, to leave a place fast, especially when you are facing danger, to run away or to escape. The 3 men fled into the forest and managed to leave the place. Flow as a noun. A continuous and smooth motion of something. The doctor managed to stop the flow of blood and the wounded man survived. Idyllic, ideal and peaceful. Example, when we spent our holidays on an idyllic island in Greece where we had the chance to enjoy the weather and the calming landscapes. Likeable, the adjective of likeable means that is easy to like. Mark is a very likable man and that is the reason he's got a lot of friends. Mysteriously. In a mysteriously that cannot be explained easily. When something cannot be understood or explained easily, this is mysteriously. Example. The film is about a young man, Alexander Crowe, who mysteriously disappears on a windy night. Last one. Novel. A long fictional story. A story which isn't real. Example. John loves reading. In fact, he can read a whole novel in one day. Now, back off to the review. I will read it and it's your own turn to answer the related question. Paragraph 1. What about Cimarron? It's a contemporary novel by award-winning author Lorraine Snelling. It tells the story of a young girl's passion for riding her horse Cimarron and her selfless but risky decision to rescue him when she thinks he is in danger. Paragraph 2. The story is set in the idyllic Toutle Valley in the state of Washington, where a 13-year-old girl lives on a farm. However, things are about to change as the rumblings from Mount St. Helens, an active volcano, grow and an eruption threatens the valley. As families flee the area, the girl is forced to leave her home, friends and horse behind. On hearing the news of ash and mud flows in the Toutle Valley, she decides enough is enough. She has to go back and save Cimarron. Paragraph 3. The author does a great job of involving the reader with the character, and her descriptions of the setting makes it easy to lose yourself in the world of the teenage girl. Although the plot is quite straightforward, there are more than enough twists and turns to keep the book moving and the reader eager to find out more. Last paragraph, the conclusion. This is a book that will especially appeal to teenagers and will give readers hours of pleasure. Don't forget to put it on your list of books to read. Now, as I told you, here are 4 paragraphs in this book review. Of course, for each paragraph we have a main idea. Please find out the main idea, read it yourself, and find out the main idea of introduction, body 1, second paragraph, and third paragraph. By the end, the conclusion. Find out the main idea for each and answer the related question. Look, read the review again and answer the question below. In which paragraph does the writer A. tells us where the story takes place, B. gives her overall impression of the novel, C. tells us who the author is, D. presents the plot of the story. Of course, the plot means the sequence of action from the beginning till the end. Comment, E. comment on the qualities that makes the novel interesting to read. Here you have to determine which paragraph 1, 2, 3 or 4. Exercise D. Read the review again and find out words, phrases which mean the following. Here are the definitions and you have to find out the word. Exercise E. Read the plan and complete the book review below with the words in the books. Description, a fun read, recommend, tells the story, main character, pace, plot, is set, author, timeless classic. Now, let's have a look here on the plan. This is the most important point. How can we write a book review? First of all, there is the first paragraph, the introduction. As I told you, we have to give some general information about the book, including the title, the author name, type of a book. Is it fictional? Is it documentary? What it's about, etc. Use phrase like is a bestseller by, the book is written by, It's a historical novel, and so on. It was published in and the time of publishment. Main part, paragraph 2, or the body of your own writing. Give a brief summary of the plot. Use phrases like brief summary. Don't get involved in all details about the book. Just a brief summary, a very short summary about the plot. Okay? Use the given phrase. Third paragraph, it's like an evaluation. Evaluate the book yourself. Comment on a significant aspect of the book. Use phrases like the book is well known for, the book has vague description of, the author does a great job of, or you can also criticize. You can say also the bad points about the book if there is. Now the conclusion, how can you end that? State your opinion and make a recommendation. Use phrases like you will find it hard to put down, it's not worth, or it's worth reading, and so on. Of course, here you have to mention your own point of view, your opinion about the book, and recommend it or not. Now, some points to be taken into consideration. First of all, when you are writing a book review, number 1, mention the main events in the book in one paragraph. Give a general idea of the plot, but as I told you, don't include too many details about it. Third, don't give away the ending of the story. Don't mention the ending of the story, okay? Because it will affect the excitement of reading. Include comments on other aspects of the book in another paragraph. Simply evaluate it. After that, justify your opinion by referring to specific aspect of the book. Pay attention to tenses. Once again, pay attention to the tenses. And simply, I have to remind you once again, use present simple to describe the plot. Don't use past simple. Use present simple to describe the plot. Okay? Later I will give you the writing task on a Word file on Google Classroom, your own turn to write a book review about a book you have read before. Follow the given plan, and for more details and for more practice as well, let's go to page 50 in the workbook for more application. Thank you for listening and have a nice time, my dear students.